stage, but this is something that I dreamed of. I knew that one day I would be here. I didn't think that it would come this early, but I'm thankful, and it's time.
George has called you a rat, a snitch, an informant. Have the mind games affected your preparation?
No, I knew that, coming in, I knew that he was going to try anything that he can to throw me off my game and, get me unfocused. But no matter what, he can say what he wants to say. I'm going to do what I'm going to do regardless when we step into that ring, and I will come out victorious by any means.
You have sacrificed a lot to be here. It's well known. Your father, of course, is back watching this from Las Vegas as we speak. How satisfying will that make it then if you do become the undisputed lightweight champion of the world?
Very satisfying. I did it against all odds when it was, I wouldn't say stacked against me, but when it wasn't working in my favor. They were trying to do anything that they can to put me at a disadvantage. But when I come out on top, it's going to be that much sweeter. And I look forward to bringing the belts back and showing my dad what we accomplished together.
Despite the hurdles, you are the favourite. The betting agencies for this particular bout. Do you see yourself as the favourite?
I mean, of course, I feel like I'm the far better fighter. I have far more skills than him, and I will show it on Sunday. It's for me to show in the ring. The betting odds really don't matter because I will show you. No matter what they say, what people say, anybody can say anything. But I'm level spoken.
Thank you for being here this week. It's great to see you. Good luck on Sunday. We'll take more questions for Devin in just a moment from the media. But right now, to his opponent, George Kambosos Jr. George, the sacrifices Devin talks of, you know all so well. It has been a very long journey to get to this point here this Sunday at Marvel Stadium.
I just want to thank everybody for being here, all the media, obviously my promoter Luther Bella, Bob Aram, for making this possible, the Melbourne government, all the sanctioning bodies here as well. And it's been a long, hard journey. Everyone knows that, but I'm ready for Sunday. All them moments have got me ready for Sunday again, and I will shock the world again. Underdog, beautiful, we're ready.
How battle-hardened are you, given the preparation, the way you've plotted this path to get to this point?
I've been through it all, so whatever comes to the table on Sunday, we are ready, we are fully prepared, and we are a warrior. Whatever way we have to go, we're prepared.
You have dialed up the mental welfare. If you were playing in the Australian cricket team, you'd be in the slip quarter, chirping the batsman, as we say, in this part of the world. Has it had an effect on Devin Haney?
I'm just having fun. I'm enjoying the moment, just talking the truth, and if it hasn't, so be it. We're stepping there on Sunday, and that's where it matters.
When you walked into Marvel Stadium on Monday, you said, I manifest these things, I visualise them, and they happen. What have you visualised happening on Sunday?
Victory by any means. I have manifested everything, every part of this journey. They said it would never be here, but only two people really believed it, me and my father. So I've manifested my victory, and like I said, victory by any means on Sunday, whatever way it's got to go.
I mentioned Devin is the favourite for this fight with the betting agencies. You are the underdog. I guess that sits pretty comfortably with you.
I love the underdog status. It's okay. They've been against me my whole career. They've been saying that the whole career, so I'm still the top dog. And after Sunday, I will remain the top dog.
Again, we'll have more questions from the media in just a moment. But Lou, come back to you for a moment. This has been a fascinating week, and what a build-up it has been between these two fighters.
Yeah, it's been an incredible ride, actually, and making this fight even. From George's victory against Teofimo to making another deal and then having to start from scratch on a very strict time deadline because, an AFL game was actually moved to open Marvel Stadium for this event. And we had to move very quickly to get a fight deal done under very difficult circumstances. But, these two young men wanted to fight each other. They wanted this smoke. There's that expression in boxing, you want the smoke or not, and a lot of fighters don't. A lot of fighters ride through and take those easy paydays, just want to get wins. These guys want to be great. And these guys are fighting for legacy, not only for money. I like to see that as someone that's been in this game this long. Bob and I have been in this game sort of forever, our whole lives. And to watch two young men, grab for that gold ring. It's good to see, and this was a lot of work, but it's also going to be a great day on Sunday at Marvel Stadium, and something I think everyone who goes or buys the pay-per-view is going to remember.
No doubt history is on the line, as you mentioned, of course, with two undefeated fighters taking to the ring on Sunday for the undisputed world title. We have many members, I said, as the media here this morning. We'll throw it open to the floor. Where are we going to begin? Yes.
Question for Bob. Australian Boxing Central here. First of all, thank you. Microphone. Hi, Bob. First of all, thank you so much for joining us. It's an honour to have you here in Melbourne. We really appreciate it. Just wanted to know, in your opinion, where you think this fight lands both fighters in the pound-for-pound rankings.
Well, I'd be able to answer that question a lot better on late Sunday afternoon after the fight takes place. But I expect a really good fight, and that's obviously, if this fight is to be remembered as the big fight that we all hope that it is, that will depend on the fighters and depend on what happens on Sunday. I'm optimistic that this will be a tremendous battle. I know that our broadcaster, ESPN, in the United States, is publicizing this fight tremendously, because the fight will be shown both on the linear channel on ESPN, also the streaming service ESPN Plus, and also the Spanish language ESPN. So everybody back in the States is looking forward to this match, and we expect a tremendous audience. When Manny Pacquiao fought here a number of years ago in Brisbane, we did, I think, 4.5 to 5 million homes, which was a tremendous audience, and I hope we do at least that on this telecast.
One interesting fact just to add is that for both George and Devin, on Sunday, this will be the biggest worldwide audience they will ever have fought in front of. The majority of around the world, most of the major linear stations like Sky TV in the UK will be televising it. It's going to be all over the world, pay-per-view in Australia and New Zealand, but over the air in most of the world. So more people will watch this fight of Devin's and of George's than have watched any of their fights before. Streaming services make good fights, but there's a limited audience when you're streaming on a subscription service compared to fighting on linear television.
On this side of the room.
Yes, this is Mohammed Mubarak. I'm with the Electronic Urban Report, EURweb.com. My question is for both fighters. First, Devin, I want to bring up a boxing history piece. In December of 1908, African-American by the name of Jack Johnson came over here and fought for the world title against all odds. And he left with the title, came back to America victorious, and they had a parade and everything. What would this fight mean to you, to repeat history in boxing?
Like I said,
Did he fight an Australian?
Sydney, Australia. Russ Curtis Bay.
yeah, it happened before, and it'll happen again. History repeats itself, and I'll show you on Sunday. This will be huge. This will be everything, and we might have a parade back in the States after.
George, to be fighting on this big stage, all the belts on the line, you got the whole country behind you. Tell us how it makes you feel to be on this stage.
It's very motivating, very inspiring to have my country's behind me. I haven't had that for a long time, so I'm very embraced by all of it. I'm just going to that next level, like I always have. But ultimately, it's me and him in that ring on Sunday.
A question for Devin. We've seen George, in front of the whole world in a massive fight against Teofimo, show his durability against one of the biggest power punchers on earth. Has it been a goal for you to just outbox him, or do you believe you possess the power to hurt him or even stop him?
I mean, at the end of the day, this is boxing, and we're fighting with 8-ounce gloves. One punch can change any fight, so you know, you never know. But I'm prepared for anything. You know, we're able to make adjustments, but I have a game plan that we're gonna stick to, and I feel like it's gonna really work. We've been studying George. We know the mistakes that he makes. We know the things that he does good. We know the things that he doesn't like, and I look to execute it.
Thank you. And just one more question for Jason, if that's okay. Jace, how closely are you going to be watching the Inoue Donaire fight, and do you think this fight puts you in a position to fight the winner of that?
Yeah, I'll be keeping a close eye on that fight. I'm obviously ranked very well with all the sanctioning bodies, and it's my dream to become Australia's next world champion. So whether that's to fight the winner of Inoue Donaire or the new WBO champion Paul Butler, I believe I'm ready for any of them. So first things first, get past Belikte, but then anyone, anywhere, anytime.
That should be a terrific fight, by the way. We have half of our guys are over in Japan now because we're going to be televising that fight on ESPN as well. And so it's, I mean, great when boxing can showcase really significant fights so close to each other. So I think, I don't know, but I assume that the Inoue Donaire fight's going to be televised in Australia, and it's certainly based on the prior fight that they have, well worth watching.
Yeah, good morning. Excuse me, good morning, gentlemen. Jason Fletcher here from Tier Street Controversy Fight View 360. My question's for the Aussie fighters, George, Jason, Lucas and Andrew. You guys at the moment are probably the most 4 successful fellas we've had in Australian boxing over the last 5 or 6 years, comparing what you guys have done. Jason, you've had your championship fight. George, you've won. You've been a former champion. Yourself, you've been a former champion. How do you guys feel fighting, excuse my voice, fighting on one of the biggest cards Australia's ever produced? Because you guys are the reason this is the biggest card in Australia's history. So congratulations for one.
It's great to have you know, so many great fighters on the undercard, especially guys that have been there at that high level, have been former world champions, have been in world title fights, have accomplished championship glory. So for myself, I feel very honoured and privileged to be able to bring this back to Australia and give the opportunity for these guys again to get that glory. So I wish them all the best, and I know they're all going to be have a successful fight on Sunday.
Yeah, and I'll just add, mate, this is such a great thing for Australian boxing. You know, it's very important for us and very important for me to help grow this sport in this country, because I love boxing and I love Australia, and it's so great to be back fighting in front of my hometown after 2.5 years of being on the road, fighting in America. It's great to be back here and having these massive events in this country. It's inspiring to be a part of it, and as I said, I want to keep winning, I want to become world champion, and I want more of these events in Australia. I want to headline my own shows at Marvel Stadium and give the next generation the opportunity, like George has, for us all to shine on the worldwide stage. And yeah, I just can't wait to be a part of it, and hopefully the whole 55,000, 60,000 that we get in Marvel Stadium all walk away having really enjoyed himself and say, geez, I can't wait to see these Aussie fighters step in the ring again, and they get behind us and support us like we deserve to be supported.
We will have a chance for more interviews with the fighters beyond the official part of the press conference here this morning, of course, with one-on-one, so they are available. So if you haven't been able to ask a question this morning, don't fret. That chance will be available to you. Of course, it is tradition at the last press conference to have the fighters, the main event, face off here in front of the stage. So please, George Kambosos Jr. and Devin Haney, if you would like to come around to the front here, I guess, and... of course, tickets are still available for Marvel Stadium on Sunday this week, June 5, of course. For those of you watching at home, coverage on Fox Sports begins at 9:30 a.m. Eastern, and you can order the pay-per-view at mainevent.com.au right now. Thank you, Devin.
Yes, sir.
We will also get a photo between the two fighters with the Minister, Martin Bakula. If Martin, you want to jump in as well and be part of the action here. And of course, as we said, mainevent.com.au
Yo.
is where you can book this fight.
Shout out to E. White. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego. Just so we keep this simple, shout out to E. White. He sent $5. Respect. I'm about to end this stream, and I'm going to start a separate stream so we can talk. But I got to get this video up. So if you guys want, Boxing Ego is going to end this stream, and we're going to do a stream where I get to give my thoughts. If that sounds good, type the number 3 in the chat. So everybody's with me. If that sounds good, type the number 3. I'm going to end this stream and we'll start a fresh stream where I'll be able to talk. Deal? Yeah. Yeah. All right, I'll see you guys in a second. Peace.